Howdy everybody, what's up? My name's Sabina. Welcome to my channel. I am the left-handed alchemist, and today we are doing part 2 of a series where I basically just show you all of my sketchbooks. It is a months-long journey into the artistic history of my life. I started keeping a sketchbook when I was late in high school, and this is the compilation of all of those sketchbooks right here, minus 2. The first episode, I show you the very first sketchbook that I kept, and it's the first sketchbook that I ever made, and it really started my practice of documenting my art and my thoughts and helped me move through a lot of emotions as a young teen and woman and just artistic ideas and thoughts throughout my life. When I archive a journal, I'll write the number on it. I haven't archived number 9 yet. I just finished it like last month. For the course of the next several months, I'll be showing you all of these sketchbooks and doing individual videos for each sketchbook. So let's get into it. This sketchbook says number 1, but I'm releasing it as the second video because week 1 sketchbook was the beginning. It was the conception of the reality of what having a dedicated sketchbook could look like. And I worked on this sketchbook and the first sketchbook kind of in tandem. This was more of my everyday book. This is a lot more of like a journal. At some point my books all got wet. And I'm wondering if that happened in my move because I'm so confused. Like I was noticing this when I was going through. Ew, there's mold in this one. That's not good. At some point a bunch of my books got wet. Well, they didn't all get wet. They must have gotten wet during a time that I don't remember because they're not all wet on the bottom. Just 2 of them are. Whatever. Anyway, let's get into it. So I started to keep this after governor school, which you can hear all about in the first video. I was working on it around the same time as I was also working on that bigger one. I think I would take this one to school, and this was more of like a journal, everyday kind of book. So let's get into it. Established 12/16/2013. So yeah, around the same time. What the heck? Those doodles are so good. I probably copied them. Oh, you know what that is? That's a stamp. Yeah, I think that might be a stamp. My mom is a paper crafter. And so at this time, we kind of had our art spaces in the same place, and I would steal some of her things. So for this opening page, this is me deciding, am I going to stay in Virginia or am I going to move to Arizona? What am I going to do with my life? I hadn't decided yet. I think I had to make a decision soon, but I didn't. I very much used this sketchbook as a journal. This was like long before I started to keep a dedicated journaling practice. And yeah. I think I glued some pages together. I didn't want some people to see things. Like I was really paranoid about people finding my books and ridiculing me for my thoughts. Oh, Minnie died 9/16/2013. Oh, that was depressing. Oh my gosh, my swimming career ended on Tuesday night. It's a very bittersweet moment. On one hand, I hated swimming in my my high school league because I had no one to race, and now I sucked eggs. It was just hard. I think it's so funny because at this time I was like ready to be done, but now as an adult, I miss swimming with every cell in my body. I miss it so much, and I wish I lived somewhere that I could actually swim. There's no pool in my town. Okay. My BH team was wonderful, and my last meet was amazing. I got to race hard and win my heat and hang out with new people that I really enjoy. I'm a little sad that it is now officially over, but it has been great. It has been a great 4 years, and I think I owe who I am in part to swimming. So I say that knowing that, wait. So I say thank you to all of my coaches and to all of those who pushed me in competition. Oh, I miss training. freaking BoJack Horseman before BoJack Horseman was a thing. Ooh, I had some toxic friends. I was a toxic friend. I thought Sophonsba. Okay, so I was taking AP art history at this time, and Sophonsba was a painter. I can't remember what era she was from, but it was like a thing because she was not supposed to be making art the way that she was, because it was very much like a men's thing, but she was just like, fuck you guys, I'm gonna do it anyway. And she made these crazy paintings. I can't remember what era, obviously I already said that, but I thought her name was really cool. I am worthless. Oh, my friend Parker drew that. I had a big crush on Parker for a while. He's walking a penis. I mean, if you want to pause and read my inner ramblings, like I can barely read my handwriting. I think this mold is getting to me. Oh, my mom and I went to go visit Arizona at this time, and we went to this place called the Encounter. It was like a shitty breakfast spot on Mill. And I just fell in love with Arizona. Oh. Lots of journaling. Phoenix. I obviously made the decision to move to Arizona, and I think it was the right one for me. Oh, I did end up getting this tattooed on my leg. This was my first tattoo. I'm not going to show you my actual tattoo, but I remember sitting at the White Hart Cafe in Lynchburg, Virginia, drawing that out and just feeling so grown because I was finally old enough to get a tattoo, and I was going to draw and design my own. When I actually sat down and read some of the journals in this, it's so sad, you guys. I was so depressed. I was friends with a lot of people who had some severe mental illness. We all grew up, and I don't know how a lot of people are doing anymore. All I can do is hope they're doing well. We're not really friends anymore. So it's kind of bittersweet to look back at this. It's like we were all so close for that period of time, and then we just absolutely do not have any relationship anymore. This book has a smell. It's really weird. It's kind of perfumey, and this book at some point got wet. I don't know how, but it did. Oh, what is that? I went to Costa Rica. Is that from Costa Rica? I think it is. Don't steal my identity. I took this book with me to Costa Rica. Oh, here's a report card. Oh no, this was how much money I made one month at the Lynchburg Community Market. $142. That was my first job, actually, was selling jewelry and bullshit at the Lynchburg Farmers Market. And I would say that I used to do this ab workout all the time. I've lost so much of my strength and stamina as an adult, but I would do that once or twice through. I was so strong, I took it for granted. I drew this on the airplane to Costa Rica. This was detailed travel log stuff about my time in Costa Rica. I went with my brother, and we did it with a class trip kind of thing through school. I'm really thankful for that experience. Thank you, Mom. Thanks, Mom and Dad, for sending us on that trip. Very thankful. I don't know who that is. So funny. That's Echo Smith. I think I went to the Warped Tour, and that's when I got those pictures. Oh, yeah. Hang loose, don't do meth, Jono. Still thought I was going to marry this man. I was like, oh my God, he's so funny. I love you. Did, in fact, decide to go to Arizona State. Here you can see all that. And, yeah. I think it took me about a year to finish the sketchbook. I was getting ready for college. Are you kidding? I hand drew this. I was crazy for that. Oh, yeah, Vans Warped Tour. I love this because it was his journal. It's a sketchbook. It's a junk journal. It's just whatever I needed it to be. And I was never thinking about anything in here being a masterpiece. And it was so free. I just miss how free creating like that was. Oh my gosh. This was a very fun game. We got very good seats, and it was the second game of football that I've ever really watched. The game started out to be really strong for us, and we scored a lot and did well, keeping Notre Dame away, and then we weren't doing well. Okay, whatever. I remember having a lot of fun at that game, and I also remember being very drunk. Oh my gosh. It comes full circle. I knit this sock with 3.5 millimeter needles. It was huge. They were huge. And I didn't know what happened. I didn't know why they were so huge and weird because I didn't understand anything about gauge. And I gave them to a friend, and she laughed and never wore them because they were stockings. They were not socks. Oh, man. We've come full circle. I have knit more socks now, actually, to gauge. And yeah. I never achieved the deep squat. Oh my God, stop being vulgar. How funny. I'm like censoring myself. It's trashy. Don't be so vulgar. Stop saying fuck. It's trashy and not as funny as you once thought. It adds a sort of intensity to things that are unattractive. Oh my God. I was such a cunt. Say more bad words, actually. Be more free. It's trashy. I deserved to hate myself during this time in my life because I was objectively a bitch in a way that's like not freaking fun. It's like pathetic. But I also deeply hated myself at this time in my life. And, oh man, that's so sad. No matter what I tell myself or how people behave, I just feel like in the end, I'm going to be fucked over. Even if things feel very right in the moment, there's always that little voice telling me that I'm going to blow it. I try not to let my actions reflect this, but I don't know. I'm basically new to the whole boyfriend thing, and I don't even know if that's what we are. I like to lie to myself and say labels don't matter, but they do a little. I can't remember who I was talking about, but oh my gosh. I had a fling with this dude in college, literally 5 seconds long, and I wrote pages and pages about my love for him. Ah! Okay. Quickly go past that. Oh, look at this beautiful stapler. Do not look at any of that other stuff. Oh my God. What am I doing? Why am I showing you this? Oh my gosh. Okay. American candy. Sweet and fire, the pack of murder. For these American kids, better. I remember going to a release for this album with my friends. We went to Zia Records in Tempe, Arizona, and I think this is where I got this book signed. And we got, oh my gosh, that's crazy. These were just like, what's BTL popovers? Here's a recipe for some shit. I don't even know what it is, but this is like MFA shows that I would go see. There was like a weekly show, and we would go to all of them because it was like the thing to do. Oh, Rascal. This was my childhood dog. He died, and it set me into a deep depression because I also at this time, oh my God, here's a drunken, wow, hookah. My friend Maddie and I did a lot of hookah, and I would go around ASU and I would take stuff. Like, I would find cool things. Like, I found these stickers on like pillars around campus, and I would just like take them, and I would decorate my dorm room with random bullshit that I would find around. This was when I was back in Lynchburg. I went to the Coffee Cup. If you know, you know. What is this? I don't know what this is from. Okay, moving on. Lamp in my bedroom, summer 2015. I think that this is when my parents had gotten a divorce, and I was living in my mom's apartment, and it was so weird. I never went home again. I didn't have a home to go back to ever again. Oh, kitty. I ended up tattooing a K onto my friends. This was before I knew you could just like buy tattoo needles and like do hand poke that way. So I would literally use a sewing needle wrapped in thread. Actually, this little almost invisible equal sign on my finger is the first tattoo I ever did. And then I poked my friend's rib with a K. I don't even know if it's still there. I can't imagine. It's very strong. Oh, I sewed like a whole pouch like this, and this was a sample. Align the chakras. I was starting to get into symbolism here. I think we can see, like, through these sketchbooks, like, the inkling of a spiritual awakening happening. And I see it a lot in my written journals that I'm never going to show you guys. How there was something speaking to me and I just didn't understand yet, like, what was going on. This is not a super fun sketchbook. I gotta be honest, it was mostly a journal. But still, I think because I was doing a lot of more, like, I was doing a lot of art in general, these years of my life were done throughout many sketchbooks, you know? And I'm so curious, at what point did this freaking sketchbook get wet? It's not good. See, this is a moldy page. This is not good. I probably am suffering because I'm doing this. But whatever. That's it, you guys. Well, that was sketchbook number 2, y'all. Oh, thanks for watching. That was real fun to go through together. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. I have the following, what's 11 minus 2? 9. I have 9 more to show you. And so each month I will be releasing a sketchbook tour. So subscribe for that. I've decided to offer something new and interesting and intriguing to you guys. It's just, I'm putting it out there and whoever wants it can come and find it. Mystery drawings. It's going to be 4 by 6 inches, little drawings, the size of a picture, chink, or depending on what generation you're from, chink, you know, cell phone versus camera. For $20, you can get yourself a mystery drawing. Upon your order, I will draw it, and it will come to you in about a few days time. And it will be a mystery. You will not know what will be on it. I'm thinking of doing this in tiers. So for $20, complete mystery, you don't know what it's gonna be. For $25, you can pick 3 colors. And for $30, you can pick 3 colors and 1 subject. I like the idea of that. I think I'll put up a listing on my website that you can find in the link tree below that is a mystery drawing option. I thought it would be fun. Like, I think I would have a lot of fun making that. And then, like, you'll have a little piece of art that is representative of where I am now. But as you can see, like, you're watching the evolution of me as an artist occur right before your eyes. And you will be watching the rest of the evolution happen over the next 9 months, which is cool, which is exciting. I think that's, like, a cool journey we're going on together. And you get a piece of that depending on who you are and what you desire, maybe. If that's cool for you, you can go ahead and order one. If not, like, that's totally fine. There's no pressure. I wanted to make it a price point that's, like, fairly accessible, but also pays me for my time. Like, I'm not going to spend days and days on these drawings, but, you know, like, $20. Most of us have $20 to spend on whatever, like a unique, one-of-a-kind piece of art. That's cool. In fact, that might even be a deal. $20 for a one-of-a-kind mystery drawing. The reason why I'm not charging more is because it is a mystery. If you spend $20 and you gamble and you don't like the drawing, like, throw it away, give it to a friend, who cares? It's not much to gamble with, you know? Look out for that. It'll be down below, link tree, like I said. If you want to support this channel, like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you like, let me know what you didn't like. Let's have a conversation, you know? You're here. We're all a little queer sometimes, and we're open for conversation and nuance and having a good time. If you want to support this channel monetarily, like I said, mystery drawing down below, or I have other offerings available depending on whenever you find this video. Maybe the mystery drawings have all been, you know, snatched up and I'm not doing it anymore. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know when you're watching this. It could be 5 years from now. I don't know. What I'm offering, I don't know what I am offering when you find this video, but whatever it is, it'll be in the link tree. And if there's not a link tree anymore, I'll go back and I'll just make sure that you guys can find me and find what I have to offer. At the very least, subscribe. If you want to see the rest of the videos, I make content about jewelry, about sewing. Really, like the base of what I do is show you guys what life looks like as a multi-passionate artist. I will never pick one medium. I have had a career as a jewelry maker and I'm looking to expand. You know, I'm looking to have a career beyond just that of jewelry. And I want to show you guys that it's okay to be a highly creative person. And I want to take you on the journey of that process. So some videos will be very process oriented. Some videos I'll be talking about so many things and thinking about so many things and sharing my thoughts about so many things. And it's a good time. It's a good time. Like, we get to hang out together for anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour, depending on what you got going on. Listen on 2X, you know. Do I ramble? Yeah. That's just who I am. I've always been this way. I'm not going to apologize for it. So, yeah. I'm rambling currently. I'm rambling currently right now. So I'm going to stop doing that and go do something else with my day. Thanks for being here. Until next time, my friends. Goodbye.